We're going to do a Spider-Man version of to buy or not to buy. It may be a question, but I've got the answer for you right now. Right now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Chunky. Today we're back with another to buy
or not to buy.
That is the question. Every week here on Big Chunky. And you always have the answers.
Heed my words. As we were just discussing off camera, 2/3 of my previous don't buys have now proven me a soothsayer.
What?
Yeah. Like I'm a prophet, an oracle. Sometimes.
Dead most of the time.
We were just talking about the Black Winter, Codex, virus, all three things that in previous videos I've said, don't buy these, don't do it. They're hot because of Noel. They're hot because Donny Cates. I don't think there's much of a future, or at least, listen, I was proven correct on all three of them. Bottomed out. All their first appearances have bottomed out. So heed my words. Listen to me greatly.
All right. What are we buying?
Okay, so on this list, we're talking about some Spider-Man, and we've also got the first repeat offender on the list.
Okay.
We've got a comic that's going to show up for the second time for the first time, but on the other side of the coin. What am I not buying this week? We're doing it backwards.
This is the wrong one?
No, we're doing it backwards. I'm not buying.
Okay.
You usually do the buy first.
Yeah.
But this week I'm not. For no other reason. Because it's Halloween and everything's backwards. We are. I am not buying for, again, a couple reasons. Number one, I've already got it.
Yeah.
Number two, this is inexplicably hot right now.
This is?
Amazing Spider-Man number 300, the first appearance of Venom.
Venom, yeah.
There's no rumor. There's nothing floating around. This is just one of those things. In this world of COVID, a lot of these blue chip books going, this Silver Age, Blue Chip, Bronze Age, this is a modern blue chip book. They're getting inflated right now. People are throwing so much money into collectibles. And books like these, the first appearance of Hulk 181, those kind of, they are getting inflated to the point where I think it's a little irrational. I think people are settling down. They're throwing money on stuff that is nostalgic and that is like a sure bet, these blue chip investment comics. And this happens to be one of them. It's one of the most affordable because it's a modern book.
Yeah.
But it has blown up, and I don't see a lot of reason why, other than
I don't know,
the COVID factor, and because King in Black's coming, and Donny Cates still has this magic fairy dust that he sprinkles on everything that he touches. Everything symbiote related is just super hot because of King in Black.
Sure, yeah.
And well, it should be. But this book here, from 1988, this isn't a 50-year-old Silver Age book, has seen record highs. And I can't explain it. And I'm not going to touch it right now because it's white hot.
Yeah,
so, if you want to throw some numbers up there, a couple years ago, you could get this book. Like, I remember when I was initially thinking about getting migrated, that 9/8 were going for like $1,000, and I was like, man, that's a lot of money. And it is for a modern book.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago, 9/8, well, in 2019, that's almost 2 years ago, these were hitting about it's a $1,944 9-point average, so $2,000. The last sale on this book, as of the recording of this video, a couple days ago, was $5,200.
That is ridiculous.
In about a year.
There's no reason for that.
There's no new movie.
No.
I mean, the second movie's on its way, but it always has been.
Yeah.
It's been on the way for a year now.
Yeah.
No major, Donny Cates is writing Venom, and he's doing a good job, and people are really excited about it, and people read it a lot. But to go from 2,000 to over 5,000 in a year.
No, that's insane.
There's going to be a plateau, and I think it's going to be well below the $5,200 mark.
I think it has to be.
Right now,
yeah.
If you're wanting to get into this book, I'm going to say pump the brakes. Chill out. Wait for it to settle, because I think it's going to settle. And what it's going to settle at, I would guesstimate 3,500 to 4,000
Yeah,
probably.
that's what I was going to say, around 3,500.
The 4,000 mark maybe. If you got to get into a 9.8, like I don't necessarily have the need to have a 9.8 at all. I'm happy with my 9.2 that I bought for $80.
Yeah, but even a 9.4 is almost double.
Everything's
What it
double.
was.
Yeah,
Like,
like
that's
a 9.4 was $400. Now it's $1,000.
Yeah.
So that just seems like a whole lot. There's a lot of these books out there, a lot of them. They made a lot of these books. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 300. I get it. It's iconic. I get it. It's Todd McFarlane at his best. It's a blue chip book for a reason.
Yeah.
It is the first appearance of Venom. But oh man, for $1,000 for a 9.4, that's, people are paying $1,000, $1,200. I've seen a $1,600 raw sale.
God.
Because it was a pretty looking book, and I'm like, that's a lot to spend
dude.
on a book from the late 80s. A whole lot to spend on a raw book. So I'm lucky. I bought mine a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, or probably longer than that. Maybe like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's been several years since you got.
Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago for like $80.
Yeah.
In good shape. Pressed it into a 9.2, which is about a little higher than I thought it would get. So like my 9.2 version is now going for like $700 or $800. And
it's pretty solid.
It feels like too much. Like I almost want to sell it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about selling it. So I ain't buying it. Just again, because it's just too hot right now.
Yeah. Any potential buyers, leave a comment.
I don't know why. Anybody want to buy a 9.2?
Yeah. All right. What are you not?
Or
what are you buying?
So the repeat offender on the list. I think it was one of the very first don't buys for the same reason, because it was white hot like I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Never ever have I ever seen a comic do what this one did as quickly as it did, for the reasons that it did it.
Yeah.
And that is, of course, Ultimate Fallout, number 4, the first appearance of Miles Morales.
Yes.
So this book was hitting, like, this is, again, we talk about an 1988 book. This is 2011. This is less than 10 years old, and it was going for thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
In 9.8.
Easy.
It's settled a bit. So
I really would have hoped so.
We talked about when the don't buy portion a few months ago. We talked about just, the cycle, the spec cycle, the comic book cycle. It was spiking. It was going to hit a new plateau.
Mm-hmm.
The book was going for $400 raw, 9.4. The 9.8s were a little bit higher, just a little bit. But actually, the 9.8s were going for like the $400 or $500 mark, because the raw books were only like in the $160 mark when this all started. And it went from a $400 book in 9.8 to it was selling for $1,500. Like it hit $1,500.
Yeah.
It was about an $1,100 average there for a while, but it hit $1,500.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to settle.
Yeah.
Is it going to settle back down to the $400 mark? Probably never, ever again. Like the $400 9.8 for this book is long gone.
Yeah.
But as you can see, this is why I like it. The 12-month average for a 9.8 is under $800. The last sale has dipped because it was hitting the $1,100, $1,200, $1,500 mark.
Yeah.
And now it's dipped back down to the $900. I've seen it go for $860. So what I believe is happening is the new plateau has hit. Like the new baseline for a 9.8 is, I believe, going to be in the $900 range. Mm-hmm. Somewhere between $875, $950. It's gonna keep touching $1,000 here.
Yeah.
Here and there. But that $1,500 bullshit that was going on, that's long gone.
Yes.
So, if you want to buy the book, like if you want this book in your collection and you didn't get it when it was super hot because you listened and you didn't buy it for the $1,200, $1,300, $1,500,
mm-hmm.
I think now's the time. I don't think it's going to ever get under the $800 mark ever again. I think the plateau has been hit.
Yeah.
The ground floor has been met. There's going to be resistance upwards from that $800, $850 range.
Yeah.
So if this is the book that you want, this might be the new one. Because just wait, there's more on the horizon. There's going to be he's He's going to be in a live action movie. He might be in
Yeah,
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, he might be showing up pretty soon.
There's rumors he's getting cast right now. Some half confirmations he's going to be that. So if there's a live action multiverse happening, Spider-Verse, the book's going to spike again.
Yep.
So if you want it, it might do a thing where it spikes again, and then the new baseline might be the $1,000, $1,100. It might hit 15, 18, two grand.
Yeah.
And then settle back down. So now's the time in the spec cycle that I think is the perfect time to buy if you want this book. Go get yourself a 9.4 for $350 because you couldn't get a graded 9.4 for any less than $500 or $600.
Yeah.
A couple months ago. So I think now's the time to get it. I sold mine when it was super hot. I think I might have to go after it now because I do want the first appearance of Miles Morales in the collection.
I think that Miles Morales is going to be one of those characters that's going to be important for the rest of forever.
Yeah, because that's one of my secrets to growing my comic book collection is playing the cycle, and it's not a secret. Everybody should do it. So I sold it when it was super hot. Mm-hmm. It's dropped about 20% to the point where I think this is the low. So I'm gonna grab it. I might do the same thing with the Amazing Spider-Man 300, the first Venom. I bought it for $80.
Yeah.
A 9.2
yeah.
should probably be in the $300, $400, $500 range, not the $700 or $800 range. So might go ahead and try to sell my 9.2.
Maybe, but
for $800.
You never know what the new plateau is going to be.
Bank it. I think it's going to drop.
It'll drop, but I don't know that it'll go. I don't know how much.
I think I've got a chance to play a little long game here for a few months, sell it, and then buy another one. Make a nice raw copy. Might be in the 8.5, 9, 9.2 range, and probably put $200-$300 in my pocket.
Not bad.
Which won't stay there long.
No.
So in theory, when you're talking about these two comics, if you play your cards right, and the Miles thing that stays on this little plateau, and then Venom does this thing where it sells and then it spikes and then it goes back down to its plateau. At the same time, I could do my flip of Amazing Spider-Man 300 and make enough profit to buy an Ultimate Fallout 4. Essentially getting it for free, and that's how you grow your comics on a budget. It's a fun game. You have to learn discipline. Fear of missing out has got to go, and you can't get sentimental on your shit. You got to realize what you're doing when you sell something that you loved. I'm going to sell a comic that I love soon. And I loved it when I got it. I did a dance when I bought it earlier this year, the first appearance of Hulk, or Wolverine, Hulk 181.
Yeah.
I bought it and I was so happy to finally have it again.
Oh, man.
But again, it has spiked during this COVID blue chip era of dumping money into comics.
Gotta wait.
And I think I'm just going to sell it and make $1,000.
Oh my God, you gotta wait on it, man.
I paid $1,700 for it. It's going for $2,700, $2,800, $2,900 right
God,
now.
you can make $2,000 on that shit.
I think I might have to sell it.
No, man, you gotta wait. Either way. All right.
There you go.
I like it. Repeat offenders.
Don't buy.
Interesting. Yeah.
Don't buy ASM 300.
Don't do it.
Right now.
For some reason. I don't know why. It makes no sense.
And
why that's spiking right now.
I think the window for the Ultimate Fallout 4, you might have another month or so.
Yeah, it might be slim. Slim window. But either way. Cool. I like these videos, man. Interesting stuff. They're always out of my price range. But, Either way, let us know down in the comment section down below what you think of his buy, don't buys, or to buy. Yeah. Not to buy. Whatever. His recommendations for this week. And, of course, leave the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this all the time. And we'll see you on the next one.
Do it chunky style.
Chunky style. Every time.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud.